2022 BMW X4 M Competition Review. In today's automotive landscape, SUVs and compact crossovers tend to be highly sought-after vehicles over coupes and sedans. BMW's X3 and X4 compact crossovers have benefited from the popularity of such vehicles, and on the performance edge of things, the latest X4M has risen to become quite the sleeper with its stunning performance that many didn't see coming in the realm of BMW M motorsport vehicles. The 2022 BMW X4 M Competition is a star within the brand that is eager to take on sports cars that are nearly twice its price and do it all while offering the versatility of a crossover. However, that versatility of a crossover is somewhat cut short by the X4's unique coupe-like styling, from its sloping rear roof design that's taken the X3 and fundamentally sloped the rear roof area. While such a style may be an acquired taste for some, you must respect the boldness of automakers who want their crossovers to stand out more, and this X4M competition test vehicle adorned in its São Paulo yellow paint does just that. Stand out in a crowd. Thankfully, BMW retained the good looks of the respected kidney grille up front, matching the darkened trim. Lower grille, staggered 20-inch wheels, and large rear diffuser area. The X4M competition looks the part of a menacing crossover, and I think it's the best the X4 has ever looked. Performance and driving character after all the years of experiencing BMW vehicles. I'm not at all surprised to jump in one, and it immediately feels faster than BMW originally claims. The new BMW X4 M Competition is no different, which has an additional 30 horsepower and 16 pound-feet of torque over the non-competition X4M, giving its turbocharged inline six-cylinder engine 503 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque, which feels like much more. With the direct and snappy shifting ZF-sourced 8-speed automatic transmission set in its fastest and most aggressive shift mode and launch control enacted by disabling the stability and traction control, the X4M competition is able to hit 60 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds. Yes, that's very fast and much quicker than BMW estimates. The xDrive all-wheel drive system tends to bias its power to the rear, but don't be surprised that the front wheels break loose a bit when launching, as the shifts fire off nearly like some of the best dual-clutch transmissions around. The X4M competition lurches forward with authority and hardly any drama. Put the unique crossover into a sharp turn and it grips like it's nearly on rails, feeling almost like a well-tuned sports coupe. There's a hit of turbo lag from a stop when you don't use the launch mode, which wants you to allow the engine to build boost to avoid that uninspiring turbo lag. Where I found fault with the new X4M competition is its twitchy feeling in the ride quality and steering sharpness, which is somewhat different from the non-competition X4M. While the steering is quite sharp, it tends to be followed up with unwanted twitches in body movements where it feels like the front wheels need a toe-in adjustment. The suspension, aided by adaptive dampers that have 3 settings that can be dialed up through a few different ways, one being through one of the 2M steering wheel buttons, tends to be lax in its reaction to dips and rises in the road. Basically, the suspension is initially stiff but creates somewhat of a lofty feeling at times, jarring any rear passengers. I feel BMW could easily do some retuning here and fix such a feeling. The BMW X4M competition nearly defies the laws of physics, where you feel as if you can push it harder and harder to inch up to its limit. Even the braking from large 15.6-inch cross-drilled rotors clamped down by 4 piston calipers up front and 14.6-inch discs with single piston calipers out back is strong and confident inspiring. Reposted from source automotiveaddicts.com.